Hello to our future doctors and scientists out there. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A pleasant and brilliant day to all. I am Teacher Kai, your grade 12 science buddy. Come and join me for our fun and exciting learnings and discoveries. As we are Connected. We are now on Lesson 4, Quarter 1, Week 2, and our topic is Structure and Functions of Animal Tissues. And our objective is classify the different cell types of animal tissues and specify their functions. But before I will take you there, I want you to bring out your ball pen, your paper, and your self-learning modules. Are you ready now?
Structures and functions of animal tissues. What are the different types of animal tissues? There are 4 different types of animal tissues, namely epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscular tissues, and nerve tissues. What are they? Where can we find them, and how can we identify them, and why they exist? We will classify them first according to their structure and function. Take a closer look at this picture. Epithelial tissues is characterized by closely joined cells with tight junctions. Being tightly packed, tight junctions serve as barriers for pathogens, and it is commonly seen outside the body as coverings or as linings. There are types of epithelial tissues by layer and by shape. So, by layer, we have this simple or meaning single layer, stratified, this is 2 or more layer, and pseudo-stratified, it is a single layer but appear stratified because of varying heights. And by shape, we have 3, the cuboidal, the squamous, and the columnar. Simple columnar or brick-like cell, this is found in the intestines for efficient absorption of nutrients and water, and this is for the secretion and absorption. Simple cuboidal means the cube-like structure. It is found in the kidney tubules as lining, and this is for efficient absorption of nutrients and water. Simple squamous are plate-like shaped cells found in the alveoli of the lungs as linings. We have the number 2 connective tissue. On the other hand, it is made up of cells widely distributed in the extracellular matrix, the space outside and in between cells. It is the most abundant tissue in our body. And as its name indicates, it is responsible for keeping tissues and organs together in place. Examples of connective tissues are the bones, the adipose or fat tissues, the blood, and the cartilage tissues. What is blood, no? Blood made up of plasma, liquid. This is an extracellular matrix. Plasma contains water, salts, and dissolved proteins. Blood also consists of erythrocytes or red blood cells. The function of red blood cells carry oxygen. And leukocytes or white blood cells or the WBC also defense, okay? And the platelets or the thrombocytes is for blood clotting. Adipose tissue is an store fats which function is to insulate the body and store energy. Cartilage, or type of connective tissue, it is characterized by collagenous fibers embedded in chondroitin sulfate. Chondrocytes are the cells that secrete collagen and chondroitin sulfate. The functions is as cushion between the bones. Now, cartilages are found in the nose, the ears, the trachea, and some other in the bones. Also, the number 4 bone is a mineralized connective tissue made by bone-forming cells called osteoblasts, which deposits collagen. Matrix of collagen is combined with calcium, magnesium, and phosphate ions to make the bone hard. Blood vessels and nerves are found at the central canal, surrounded by concentric circles of osteons. Muscle tissues, these tissues are composed of long cells called muscle fibers that allow the body to move voluntary or involuntary. What's the difference between voluntary and involuntary? Voluntary means you're in control. You have the will. While involuntary, it is autonomic. You cannot control it. Just like the beating of your heart. You cannot control that one. Okay? Movement of muscles is a response to signals coming from the nerve cells. In vertebrates, these muscles can be categorized into we have the skeletal striated muscles. The skeletal striated muscles, this is for voluntary movements. And do you know that the human body has over 600 skeletal muscles that move bones and other structures? Skeletal muscles attach to and move bones by contracting and relaxing in response to voluntary messages from the nervous system. Cardiac muscle cells appear striated and are under involuntary control. It is located or are located in the walls of the heart, where it performs coordinated contractions that allow your heart to pump. We have also the nervous tissues. It is found in the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. It is responsible for coordinating and controlling many body activities. The cells in nervous tissue that generates and conduct impulses are called neurons or nerve cells. Neurons have three principal parts: the dendrites, the cell body, and the axon. What is dendrites? It is the part of neuron that receives impulses from other neurons. While the axon, it is where the impulse is transmitted to other neuron. So remember, dendrites is the receiver and the axon is the transmitter to other neuron. Okay?